What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Pages with Paige, and today we're talking through all the readathons that are happening in February. Hello my darlings, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking through all the readathons that are happening in February that I've found at the time of filming. So, if you're new here, each month I put out a video of going through the readathons that I've found, predominantly on YouTube, but if you fill in the Google form link down below and it is on TikTok or Instagram or X, then I can definitely shout it out, but I'm only actively seeking for ones on YouTube when I'm doing my deep dives. So, if you have a readathon happening on Instagram or X or wherever and you'd like me to mention it, I'll leave the Google form link down below for you to fill out so I can shout it on out in these videos for any upcoming months. This is the same link for every single month. I just go through and delete the entries for the month once I've completed it. Don't worry if you just want to bookmark that, and anytime you get a new readathon idea, just shove it on in. So that's where I collate most of my readathon information. For these videos, I have a few disclaimers. These are the readathons that I found an announcement video for at the time of filming, which is Monday the 29th of January at 5:40 p.m. AEDT, and this video will be going up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. If any get announced in that time, they will go into the playlist. I do have a few resources that I create for you guys to utilize. The playlist is the one that's the most commonly updated, so that will be linked below. I do have a spreadsheet which gives you the little spiel that I read out each time, as well as linking all of the people that I mention. It is usually just either the main creator or one of the co-hosts that have brought it to my attention. They are all linked below, and I only link the main person that I found this through. It is not all of the co-hosts. That's why the announcement videos are there for the further information to be found in. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm always missing something. It is hot. I am just a ball of sweat, so I apologize for the redness. I have 29 videos to reference. The spreadsheet will contain the ones that are on TikTok and Instagram because I can't add them to the playlist. If you want other ones, the spreadsheet will be the place for you, otherwise the playlist. And the description box will contain all of the dates, the announcement videos, and the tagged creators, as well as the playlist for you to peruse. The playlist is the one that is updated for the readathons that I find through YouTube, and the spreadsheet will also be linked, which has all of the little information-y bits, as well as the ones that aren't on the YouTube playlist. That's my disclaimers, so let's dive in and talk about them. I do go from the shortest duration to the longest duration, and here we go. So the first is a 24-hour readathon running on the 17th, and this is Tackle Your TBR, which is created by the Reading Nymph. The purpose of this readathon is to take a day of rest and recharge. So just take some you time. This could be potentially reading, it could be not. It's so chill, you can just do it however you need. There are 4 prompts that stay the same every single round if you do want them, but the main priority is just prioritizing self-care. The Reading Nymph has said that you don't have to do a 24-hour readathon. You can remind yourself for a week or however long feels great for you, but they are doing it over the 17th themselves. Then I have 2 72-hour readathons, the first running from the 7th to the 10th, and that is the Little House readathon, which I found on Naomi's bookshelf. So you can read anything or watch anything related to Little House on the Prairie or Laura Ingalls Wilder. This can be fiction or non-fiction, and there is also a group read as well. So it's a very quick readathon looking at Laura Ingalls Wilder, and this runs over their birthday to death date. I can't remember which one's which. That is that short little one. And then running from the 22nd to the 25th, we have 72 hours in the Reading Nook, which I found on Covers with Cassidy's channel. So there are 2 wheels for this readathon: in your comfort zone and out of comfort zone. The rules are you spin the wheel and get a prompt, you read a book that fulfills that prompt and the zone that you've spun in. So if you're on the in your comfort zone, you have to pick a book in your comfort zone that fulfills the prompt, vice versa. And then once you've finished that book, you can spin again. The prompts are generic and not genre based, and there are rules into when you can swap your wheel, as well as there are 3 free respins throughout the readathon, and if you land on the same prompt 3 times in a row, you do get a free respin just to be able to shake it up, because you might not want the same prompt 3 times in a row. So that's where a little freebie is thrown in. All the rules for being able to swap the wheels are in Cassidy's announcement video. Then we have 1 5-day readathon running from the 1st to the 5th, and that's the X's and O readathon, which I found on Sorry Book Solids channel. This is a team-based readathon. There are 3 teams with a tic-tac-toe board each, with 4 reading prompts, 4 photo prompts, and the middle space is to join the wrap-up live show. And there are many activities happening on each of the 5 days. There is some romance-focused prompts, but it is not mandatory that you read romance for this readathon. The prompts are flexible in that regard. Then we have 5 week-long readathons. The first is Readathon Symbolic, which I found on the Yarn Readers channel. So the prompts are based off the time of year and deities associated with this time, and there are activity prompts as well as reading prompts. So a nice calm readathon for the first week of the month. From the 5th to the 11th, we have a Polarathon, which is created by JD Brave Reads, and this is a charity event. So JD is raising money for Polar Bears International. This year there are 3 teams, and it is a snowball fight theme. The most snowballs collected is the winning team. You can accrue 1 snowball for every 100 pages you read. You can get bonus snowballs for any book that is a polar fantasy, and any book that fulfills your team prompt. There is only 1 prompt per team, so you can pick the team that best suits for your reading to be able to support them as getting those extra snowballs as well. Jade is doing a 1 snowball accrued to £1 donation, but this is completely dependent on your financial situation and what you're comfortable with donating. So if you just want to chip in to help out and not worry about the amount of snowballs, feel free. And obviously if you can't afford to donate, no pressure. This is the charity event that they've been running for the past couple of years, and it's really lovely to see. From the 11th to the 17th, we have My Bloody Valentine Readathon, which is created by Pretty and Papercut. So this is based off the slasher movie, and they do recommend, if you are going to watch it, try find the non-edited version, which is a horror film based over Valentine's Day. This readathon is just to have fun. Feel free to double up on whatever you want to do. There are 4 prompts to have fun with, and use as you want. Horror is desirable but not mandatory, but given the theme, if you want to lean that route. Running from the 19th to the 25th, we have the Literature Readathon Round 1, which is created by Steph Love. This used to be Steph's book club, but changed it to a readathon. It's a bingo board style to read romance and smutty books. There are 2 activity prompts and 7 reading prompts. You can double and triple up as much as you want, but as long as you're enjoying those romancy and smutty reads. Then running from the 22nd to the 29th is the Thick Thighs Readathon Round 2, which I found on Sash Reads' channel. And this is reading and celebrating fat and plus size main characters in fiction. There are 5 reading prompts, 3 activity prompts, and a free space. And the story graph challenge has been created if you're wanting inspo or to see what other people have already selected for the prompts. Then we have 1 10-day readathon running from the 6th to the 16th, which is Jante's Inferno, which is from Jan Agaton's channel. The objective is to work your way through the prompts for the 9 circles of hell. Doubling up has stipulations, so circle 9 can double up with 8, but not circle 7, etc. And 1 can't be doubled up at all, but it's all mentioned in their readathon announcement, and the prompts are based off the theme and or sin of each circle of hell, and it just looks fabulous. There is also merch available. Then we have 2 readathons running for 2 weeks. The first is from the 1st to the 14th, and that is the Platonicathon Readathon, which is created by Helen's Bookhaven. There are 5 main prompts, which are to read books that deal with other kinds of love than romantic love. So you've got all different kinds of platonic love, food, family, pets, and it's just a way of bringing a different kind of love to the center considering February. And I know that Helen is reading a lot of romance this year, so being able to shake it up with a different kind of love at the forefront. And from the 5th to the 19th, we have Readathon, which is created by Macy at The Bright Side Girl. And Readathon will change themes every year. This year's theme is a circus carnival amusement park theme. There are 5 reading challenges and 15 days of photo challenges for Instagram, as well as a giveaway. Then for the month-long readathons, the first one is the ABC-athon, created by Aubrey Books and Coffee. This is a Cluedo-based readathon, which is self-paced and low-key. Instead of Cluedo characters and rooms, it is famous literary locations, heroes and heroines, and villains. Prompts are assigned points to be able to get clues throughout the month. So say you read just any book, that's 1 clue available. If you read a book by a BIPOC author, you get 5 clues. So it makes checking off the answer that little bit quicker. If you're not an overly fast reader or just want more clues, there are random clues throughout the month in their videos to help solve the mystery, and you do only get one official guess. They also do a bookmark for anyone that participates. Then we have the Heartstopper Readathon, which is created by Martine from Just Martine. Nick is trying to create the ultimate surprise date day for Charlie in order to have the best Valentine's Day ever. But there's just so much that Nick and Charlie love doing together. So Nick is having decision paralysis. Help Nick plan the perfect Valentine's Day by fulfilling at least one prompt from every category. So there's snack, out and about, at home, surprise guest, and present. For doubling or quintupling up, you can use one book to fulfill multiple prompts, but each book can only be used once per category. So you can have a book that doubles up with the snack, out and about, and at home prompt, but you can't have a book that doubles up for 3 snack prompts. This means one well-chosen book can fulfill a prompt in every single category, but again, can't be used to fulfill 2 of the same. Then we have the Retro Romance Readathon, which is created by Stormy from Storm Reads. And this readathon is reading romance books that were published in 2004 or earlier. There are prompts and you can double and triple up. Just read one retro romance and you will have participated. Then we have Romanceathon, which is created from Greta from Bookish Rambles on TikTok. So this is a TikTok and Instagram based readathon. The rationale behind this readathon is to shrink the TBR of fantasy and romance novels. It will take the form of a prompt list with 10 prompts, and doubling up is allowed, but tripling up is not. Then we have Folklore February, which I found on Novel Adventures, and this is a month-long readathon focusing on reading stories from folklore. So folk tales, fairy tales, tall tales, fables, legends, and myths. There are 4 one-word prompts for inspiration and left up for interpretation. These are mirth, magic, mystery, and monster. There is a bonus prompt to watch a screen adaptation of your favorite folktale, fairy tale, tall tale, legend, or myth, and graphics will be available on Kat's Novel Adventures Discord and Instagram. The Discord is not required to participate, but feel free to join if you would feel so inclined, and you only have to read one book to have participated in the readathon. Then we have Battle of the Girl Bands, which is created by Rennie Blue Reads. Which girl group can win the Golden Grammy? 4 teams and only one will win. We've got Team Spice Girls, Destiny's Childs, TLC, or Cheetah Girls. Each team has their own set of prompts. You must complete 4 of your team prompts before you can steal prompts from the other team. But stolen prompts will give you double points. So there is a lot of strategy involved. This is a competitive based readathon. I can't wait to see what chaos this crew get up to. Then we have Filmtastic February, which is created by Obscure Book Adventures. And this is reading film related fiction and non-fiction. That can be a novel or graphic novel or comic with a film adaptation, novelizations, tie-ins, anything about the film industry, scripts, anything on the production of film. There is so many options. If you can tie it to film in any way, shape or form, it will count. Then we have Feb Regency, which I found on Ms. Richards Reads, and this is celebrating the literature of Britain's Regency period, which is from 1795 to 1837. Basically, you need to read any book from the Regency era to participate, but each co-host does have their own additional challenge that you can complete, and there is a group read. Then we have Rom-Com Swoon-a-thon, which I found on Kaylani Simply Me's channel, and this is a month of reading romance based around romantic comedies and spending lots of time hanging out through live sprints and movie nights. There is a group book, and each bingo that you get, you can enter into a giveaway. There are 4 movies and the group book that have been selected, and the prompts are based off the tropes present in those movies and book. Then we have Read the Thin February, which is created by Mum's Book Collection, and this is to thin out your TBR, whether that be physical or digital, and you just need to read books off your backlist. So anything that is bought before February 2024. There is a bingo board of prompts, both self-care activities and reading prompts, as well as weekly social media challenges. Then we have Favorites February Readathon, which I found on the TBR Tackle, and this is to read some favorites throughout a bingo style board of prompts. Each prompt is designed to pick from a favorites category, whether that be author, genre, format, and you can double up or do the prompt more than once if you feel so inclined. Then we have Once Upon a February, and this is created by Tales and Treats with Tay. This is celebrating Taylor's birthday and their love of fairy tale retelling. You're encouraged to double up as much as humanly possible, and the status that you receive at the end is dependent on the number of prompts you complete. There are 12 prompts in total. You need to read one fairy tale retelling to fulfill one of the prompts, and the other prompts can be filled with ones that aren't related, but in the spirit of the readathon, if you can read more. Then we have Blackathon, which is created by Jessie on YouTube, and the goal for this readathon is to read exclusively Black authors throughout the month. There are 7 prompts, one of those being an optional group read, as well as Instagram challenges to post between the 5th and the 9th. As the world is a chaotic place right now, the readathon is paring back rather than trying to be bigger than years past, and the simplicity and drive to read Black books all month is the main purpose of this readathon. Then we have the We Love Jenny readathon, which was created by the beautiful Minutia, and this is in honor of the booktuber Jenny Brooks, who passed away in January. The goal is to read one book like Jenny, and there are reading prompts that are more inspirational and ideas on what Jenny loved to be able to channel her favorite things. There is an optional group read, and there are other ways of honoring Jenny if you're interested, through writing a letter, through K-pop songs, and memorial contributions. And all of those are linked in the description box of the announcement video. Then we have the Black Author Tuber readathon, which is created by Margaret Pinard, and the goal for this readathon is to lift up Black authors on AuthorTube, and the main way to do this is by finding their books and reviewing it. There is a spreadsheet which will list a whole slew of Black author tubers to be able to peruse, and you can use it to find and create buddy reads, link to your reviews, and purchasing lists. For comments, they should be focused on being positive and constructive. And the final month-long one is the Cat Lady Readathon Round 5, which is on Lynn Reads' channel. And the goal is to read cat books. These can be big cats, little cat. There are 3 main prompts, which is a cat on the title, a cat on the cover, or a cat as a character. They have created a 3x3 bingo board with additional prompts. The idea is to read cat books for the 3 previously mentioned prompts, but the others don't have to be. It's up to you what you would like to do. And there's also a free space to inspire you. Then one other readathon I want to shout out is the Mardi Gras readathon, which I think I missed in my January readathon video. It's running from the 13th of January to the 13th of February, so I thought there's still 2 weeks that we can get reading in for this. And again, I found this on Kat's Novel Adventures. There is 9 prompts and a bonus prompt, as well as a group read, all based around the Mardi Gras celebration. You can read whatever you'd like to join in. It's not restricted by a genre or age category, and as flexible as you need to make it. And the prompts look a lot of fun, all inspired by Mardi Gras. I am a sweaty mess. I am stuck to this chair. Those were all the readathons that I found at the time of filming, and all of those will be linked down below with the announcement video as well as the creator, so feel free to go down below and check it all out. Again, if you want the playlist that will provide updates throughout the month if I stumble across any more readathons that are happening, and the spreadsheet will contain the readathons that are on different platforms to YouTube. They also contain additional links, so if you want to join any of the Discords, they'll also be linked there as well. So lots of ways to be able to celebrate the readathons happening. I am very excited for so many of these. I can't wait to see what chaos all of this involves. Let me know in the comments, are you going to participate in any readathons that are happening, or are you having a chill one? And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!